in going in for that is just gonna be like very, very interesting. That's why I really want to know more. I really want to. I expect something. I expect something. I want to be something. I want to have something. I want to witness something different. I not only want to see it, but also like I want to be part of it. I want to see how is the growth. Because to be honest, for GPX to able to secure 1 point in the grand final to pin down the moment for them, it's just like looking really well for the side of them. But again, it's only 1 point. What are gonna be the next plan coming for GPX? Because Bigetron, they have always been sneaky. All of those years of training, all of those years of winning and taking more tournaments, more matches on the stage is also super important. So yeah, let's see, ladies and gentlemen, a 1-1 ban, a Matilda ban. Now, what kind of options that can they get here? A Guinevere. Martis haven't been picked by GPX Basreng. Correct me if I'm wrong, but we haven't seen it yet. Or it has been picked by, yeah, it's already been picked by Bigetron.
By GPX.
Bigetron haven't used it. Okay, so they have the options for the Martis, and also for the side of GPX, they both GPX and Bigetron, they haven't got the chance to pick over the Guinevere because it's always been banned. Now, Basha also being eliminated here, not allowing Bigetron era to go for that one.
Okay, but so far though, looking at the combinations, yes, from Bigetron they haven't really got the chance to use that Martis though, because in the first match they got to use the Fredrin, the second one here with Akai, and third one with Joy. So if the Martis actually shows up to Bigetron era, I might say it was just a good game, well played. I might say that because they are pretty headstrong in that early on, and they've decided to ban off that Valentina.
Guinevere ban? No, it's not.
No.
Guinevere is gonna be left open. Bigetron era. They
Either
70% sure going for that Guinevere or
either a Guinevere or
wait. And they're not gonna be prioritizing Martis because definitely GPX won't be able to do that. So if they are going for Guinevere, that is gonna be a good option. But if it's not, what is gonna be the options for the side of Bigetron era? Are they gonna be going for Nolan? I don't think like Nolan needs to be prioritized as well. Martis, Nolan, Guinevere, tons of options. Even at this point, it's better to go that way. It's better to go with the Guinevere. But who already used? Nobody have been using the Lolita, right?
the Lolita
No.
actually got out though in the
yeah.
RQ match,
Yeah.
but here not yet.
Because I think like for Guinevere, they still need a setup, right? The spatial migration is good, but without a Ruby, I don't think like Ruby ever been picked yet.
Ruby
with
for
Bigetron, yeah.
Bigetron, yeah, but for GPX not yet.
Oh no, a Faramis Astas. We saw that one. I mean, like, it's a possibility, but there you go.
Oh.
A Martes picks for GPX. Oh yeah, for GPX here. So a Martes pick for GPX for Bigetron, Guinevere. Akimi? Wait!
Wow,
No, it's not.
Lila? Mia?
Oh, that's Johnson! Let's go!
Nana, let's go.
If it's Nana, it's quite hard. I mean, like, the
Yeah.
scaling is a little bit something.
But I do have like a few. I don't know if it's edited or actually like pre-released things in the advanced server. They say Nana's Molina will actually be able to turn 5 people all at once to
Oh,
that
really?
little bunny. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I saw that in one of the social media parts.
Beware of the double bunny.
No,
Not
that's
double.
that's a thruple, I might say.
Oh, quite pro. Okay, interesting. But they are not allowed with the Beatrix pick here from the side of Bigetron era. A Bruno from the side of GPX. A Melissa. Bruno is much more makes sense, to be honest. With the tackle, with that ultimate, and also the volleyball. I think like GX is so much better if they're having that on their hand. While for the side of Bigetron, they're already refilling EXP jungle or roam with a marksman or gold lane. Now for GPX, it's either mid or roam, jungle, and also for the gold lane. So this is gonna be the battle again for the mage. Battle for the mages. Also going with the roamer, I might say roamer or even mid lane here gonna be contested. For GPX, they still can go with Axburg, and Axburg will be a very good one going against Beatrix along with an Arlot. But if they don't want to go for it, GPX still can go with a Lapu Lapu, so that might be the options to be banned from the side of Bigetron era. Well, for the side of GPX, they might want to eliminate the Sicilian. I was about to mention it because we know how Shinny is very good with that hero, and maybe even going for the Xavier. It's either Sicilian, Xavier, or even Lilia.
They ban out the Estes though, just because they are afraid of what a prevention of what happened to RRQ.
But they can go with the Lolita though.
Yes, the Lolita
to hold the damage from the Beatrix. So I think it's still a very good options. But I just realized that the just because of that, because they saw what they see on the RQ side, that's why they're going for that. But the Kaja ban here, now one more ban from Bigetron era, so it means that Lapu Lapu can be picked along with the Axburg from the side of Bigetron era. While for the side of GPX, I think they haven't used the Yuzhong as well, so it might be the chances if they want to go and aim for the Beatrix. It still can be an option, despite that for the laning phases, it's not going to be that easy for GPX. They're banning even for the Florian. Even for the Florian here, Kufra can be an option for the side of GPX if they want to have a proper setup. A surprise element with the Terror Rage and Revenge, but back again, with that Kufra, it means that it's a momentum base of situation. Atlas, Kufra, it's a momentum base. It's a no, a Paquito pick here. So I think like a Paquito for Violet, a Paquito for Violet, and then a Martes for Caramel here. So yeah.
Well, actually, it's still viable. They can pick that. It's still
I think
open.
it's gonna be like that. I think it's going to go on that direction. Well, for Bigetron, a Cho maybe if they want to. If they want to put a roamer and put this Guinevere on the side of jungle, they can go for a Cho. But if it's not, I'm expecting something that is having like Harley or something else, but Kufra plus a Lilia, it much more makes sense here. I was thinking about a Harley that is easily to be dodged by a Veramis here, so it's not really worth it. Because I was thinking like if they are able to secure the Bruno, it will be easier for the side of Bigetron era to end the game faster. But actually, if they're picking up with the Balearic, it will be a good options to prevent the damage from that Beatrix. But
stunning all of them, they have all dash abilities though.
That is the case.
It may be able to slow them down, so like maybe the Bruno can do a worldy, but at the same time a bit sly though.
Why don't go for a
Atlas?
Hylos?
A Hylos?
A Grok.
Okay.
To be honest, if it's a Hylos, okay.
It's just changing.
A Franco is actually good. We know how good Tal is with that Franco. I'm confused. I'm confused on what to choose.
Again,
Franco. a Franco pick along with the Veramis Bruno along.
If GPX got the chance to pull on the Martis, it would be a very hard take. But then again, let's go back again with Bigetron Era versus GPX Basreng for the Grand Finals.
Okay. Let's see what is gonna be happening for this one. Definitely for GPX along with Bigetron Era. Is it gonna be the game for Bigetron Era and clearing it with 3 and 1? Well, for GPX, will they able to secure this fourth game and take their second point to bracket to the game number 5? But the draft coming from Bigetron Era is actually pretty solid here, but in the mid lane,
okay.
Vivian trying to get over Funi, and I think Funi will be able to go back a little bit because there's a protection coming from Caramel along with Tal.
Okay, but so far they've just tried to move around again, playing it safe, playing it cool, because I would actually like to see that typical aggression from Caramel. We've got to see that Martis in the hands of Bigetron Era, and maybe it would be a strong contender though for this time, because each player will be a different thing. Not to mention that Violet here and Fumi, it'll be an island battle right in the top, trying to freeze up the lane, trying to clear it out again. But Funi right in the middle, finding ways to clear on first rather than taking on Chinzy head on.
Yeah. It's 2 minutes now, and Vivian was trying to seek for positions of the opponents, but now with that damage, decimation is out, and Violet getting the first blood right here. And now with the level 4 here in the hand of the Violet, and also the rotation coming from Caramel, they are going directly for playing objectively towards the turtle. But Fumi is there, Vival is there. Are they going to be able to secure it?
Okay, getting in with a lot more damage. Oh, Vival getting that retribution up in your holler. Let's go.
Almost getting
Almost.
Chinzy right there with the iron.
That's just very thin though.
It is. And also Chinzy not cancelling that is also a very good thing. But yeah, Violet now in the top lane trying to push back Fumi on the lane. But also for the purpose of the
Iron Hook going in with the Bloody Hunt with an able thing. Didn't really got the chance to use that spatial migration, but GPX with that retribution getting onto that side again from GPX, and Final Slash didn't really help anymore with another round popped in again, trying to help in here, but getting a bit of a silence by Violet being in the front line again. Didn't really got anybody to hooked in on that, but a Tyrant's Rage right in the white way, trying to bit of a dash here by Violet, and Thal didn't really got a chance to escape, leaving only Violet being the one alive.
Now able to get one from that one, and even taking care of Tal is also a good thing here for the side of team Bigetron Era. Now 2 and 3 here in the first 3 minutes, going for the 4 minutes, and the goal difference is not too high. Caramel being taken care of one is not a good condition here, while for the side of people is pretty much the same. She's unable to get something, but that retribution again taking into the Caramel side, and Caramel being forced in, doing some mortal coil, but the Iron Hook
going to be suppressed by the Bloody Hunt, but sadly it's just been able to take down one person.
Getting a really good Iron Hook right there. It's punishing Viva, not looking so well here. Tyrant Rage, Tyrant Revenge, Banner Rage as well. Chal was trying to get this Tal down, and I don't think Tal will be able to survive from these 3 members from Bigetron Era that is seeking for a way to pile up some gold.
Okay, GPX started that turtle, but we've seen Fumi trying to explode that on that.
Caramel.
Okay, Final Slash going in, but leaving Caramel just a bit of a HP there. But Funi is trying to save the day and let that turtle reset, because GPX is just fully going onto that. Violet needs to find a great way. Then Doll needs to learn that Iron Hook. But the spatial migration didn't really got the chance to bump into anybody. But Chinzy onto like 4 people didn't really got the chance. Another missed Iron Hook. But from Funi pulling in with the Shadow Stampede. Okay, with the Tyrant's Rage onto the back with Vivian. So far that Violet got the chance to take down the Arlet, but then again, Iron Hook finally getting onto that, but Caramel is being the one targeting, getting that turtle and a decimation. getting that kill, chasing Vivol, but because of that dash, Vivol got the chance to escape.
That is the thing about the Martis. That Martis is just looking pretty strong here. Because like Martis always have that kind of momentum to always use the Murta Coil along with the decimation, and they really need a snowball. But look at this one. They got it in the early stage. It depends on how GPX will be continuing their war. If they're playing really well with the war and everything, it will be good on them. But if it's not, Bigetron Era will seeking a way for them to redeem what happened in the early stages. We saw Funi already finishing off the Thunderbolt and Chell with the Blade of Despair. Maybe in the next few minutes, they will try to initiate it back towards the GPX Basrengs.
Okay, but so far they are just trying to find a way, trying to find a good place and a moment to create actually. So it would be quite of a problem, but in a bottom lane, Vivian is just getting ready to charge, but sadly didn't really need to feel out again. But it's Rage pulling in, but Jinchao didn't got the chance to escape, leaving GPX needing to recall for until like 2 people, knowing that Bigetron Era is just ready for their Vivian is just waiting for Caramel to pop off onto Shell, because knowing that at any moment there will be an ambush from the side of GPX, it would be a very hard take. 4 versus 3 right in the bottom lane. Ironhook didn't really got anybody with a Tyrant's Rage and a Revenge with another Rel popping in, saving the day. Needs to break out from the match because Caramel needs to retake that more. Bit of a conceal there, but sadly from GPX, they got so far back behind, so it wouldn't be viable to chase down again. From Bigetron Era, they really need to find a great moment here. The gold gain from GPX is like around 1,000, but still, it will be a hard take to do if they really didn't get that big of a contest here. But a okay Tyrus Rage and a Revenge getting in, pulling in Funi. Okay, but with a Nibiru's Passion popping in again with the Iron Hook, pausing into Chinzy with a decimation, finishing it off with from Caramel. But then again, BTR got that turtle, but with a Violet Requiem going in again, and Shell was able to take down the Paquito. But in trade of Vivian, 2 for 2. Both need to bring down again. From GPX needs to play very patiently.
This is a tough one. And now Chell is trying to go on that direction. Caramel now redempting what was happening before, and Chell is the main target right here. Special migration being used for something else, but how will be picked up without any cautions here from the side of GPX Basreng. So it's 8-5 here. We can see from the instant replay. Look how they are managing their movement here. I can tell that this Arlo was trying so hard to pay somebody, but Chinzy diving too deep on the back is a huge thing. Because of the Iron Hook coming from Tal, it's just like very hard to be avoided. At this moment, Violet that is being picked off is already like a huge loss for the side of Team GPX. That's why Bigetron was able to turn back a little bit of the table, plus they're getting the toss. So it's a bonus for them.
Okay, Violet Requiem going all into Caramel, leaving no trace at all. And they pulled in Iron Hook plus a Bloody Hunt from Chinzy. A Flag Shoes for a redemption point here by Vivol. It's just going here in again with Violet, right? Very aggressively. Didn't got the chance to take down Chinzy. So far, so good, but leaving that turret open was a mistake because GPX just got that moment right there.
Now, the first off will be appearing on the Light of Dawn, but the line-up and the movement coming from the side of GPX Basreng, they really want to aim for something else, but Terran Rage will be open up right here, trying to aim for something, but Chell able to avoid that, trying to a little bit go back on the hand, but Chell almost get pinned down once again by GPX Basreng. Now the Lord is available, Vival is there. It depends how is the setup that they will try to be brought by Bigetron to push back member of GPX to not get close and crossing the border of that lore.
I might say, if one time, that's lucky.
Yeah.
For 2 times and a 3, that just takes skill. So okay, for Shell, needs to be very careful for the position because that Kufra is just purely eyeing out on that. Needs to be very careful, and also the Franco can suppress that using that Iron Hook. So have to play steady, have to wait for the right time. Vivol almost got hit by that Iron Hook pulled in, but so far so good, playing it safe once again.
Playing it safe, playing it nicely here from Bigetron era side. GPX trying to hold it up a little bit, but the Vivians open up a really good condition right here. Airball happens again. Caramel get caught, but not only that, but the redemption will not be able to be taken here. Viva will try to go away, but no. They are the one who able to secure the second kill for Violet, despite it's pretty low from the side of Bigetron era. So they might be going for a Lord as a reward as well. So 2 downs, they're going for it without any distraction maybe from GPX.
Okay, Bigetron era finds a way to finish up that free Lord. It wouldn't be even a contest for Tal, Fundi, or even Jinchao. So far, so good. But Tal tried to pull it in, but got Vivol instead. Fundi following up with a bit of an aggression. But then again, Vivol is being the one. Violet Requiem pulling it again. But Tal is having the mega kill right here from Shell. Even a Black Shoes triggered from Chinzy, because simply being the one tanking all of those damage for Vivol.
Now, from the side of GPX Basreng, they are now in the deficit of economy, and Caramel being pinned down for twice is not going to be the easy task to recover for it. So he needs to have more space as well for the side of Bigetron era. Look at Chell. She is having 4-0-2 here with a Blade of Despair, Malevigror, Haskell. He's basically a monster at this minute, 12 minutes so far. And Bruno with that Malevigror plus Briscoe's Fury plus Haskell. She's actually having a really good items, but the thing is she needs a setup. She needs a way for her to use the volleyball to have the critical on the side of Bigetron era, and I think it's not gonna be that easy since they have the Arla, they have the Kufra, and also that woman
Pulling in again, but Vivian is trying to survive that with that immortality. A bit of a conceal, trying to push in all back again. They are not backing down again with another round popped in. A bit of an early cancelled out again, but an unstoppable by Shell. That's just too bit of an immerse. We're leading to that turret, even taking down the Lord. It's a good defense from GPX.
They always know how to actually distribute the damage towards the other player among the other players from Bigetron era. So it's just gonna be like easy for GPX to burst down one player and clear out the things. And now, after getting one base start in the top lane, I think like Bigetron era will try to manage how is the rotation from GPX Basreng, cage them down, try to scrap up some golds, more golds, pile it up to their sides, and not letting GPX able to secure something on their side. But the thing is about Bigetron right now, they really need, again, a very good positioning of Chell, because if the Iron Hook connected to Chell, it might be quite hard for Bigetron era. So for GPX, they might be looking for it from Violet or even coming from Tal.
Ooh, that damage though needs to be taken by Tal, but so far so good, remembering that she is still a tanky one, because Bigetron era, I see they are just trying to wait up for that Lord there. Going up against it in 12 seconds for the side of GPX, they really have to move in pretty slowly, because Bigetron era, I see they're trying to group in also. They have tried to manage to not scattered around the area, actually trying to put a great setup for an early on match too. A bit of a sneaky peeky here, but so far from BTR, they are ready. For GPX, they've tried to invade that also. Caramel being in the front line again, Tal finding a great position to pull in the players. But then again, Fumi, I might say she is very brave to bait out all of that. Both teams have tried to set up also, but I might say GPX hold on to a bigger vicinity.
Now the Lord should be careful over the dive and composition here. Caramel taking in, no one to give the information, try to poke it towards Bigetron era side. And Bigetron was like, okay, we just need no commitment for this. Try to poke the rest of the player of GPX Basreng. It's 2 bars left, but Vivian diving in with the time wrist and revenge!
Going in with the Violet Requiem, but then again a suppress there with Violet trying to aim it onto the back, but Shell is just too much there, taking down the Pokino and leaving a double kill here for Chinsey. Bigetron got that moment, even though GPX is the one who started it, but Bigetron secured it.
The nastiest part of Cloud, the lifesteal part right there. Able to secure it, and now Pibal securing the Lord for Bigetron era GPX. Unable to go back from that particular moment. Look at that one. It's actually a good setup coming from Bigetron era, but how they are able to manage it and tell, going on different direction, doing the bloody hunt towards Shell and being focused back from the Violet. But the backup coming from Bigetron era is just like very good. They just know that they need to stop the moment for Shell to be there because they need those damage from Chell, and it's just looking great despite the rotation, the backstab from the side of GPX Basreng looking very strong. And now with Lord that is marching on the top lane here for the side of Bigetron era, GPX having quite hard time to handle it on the high ground. Will they be able to secure it? Will they be able to get what they want? Look at that one. Rage come once again going in. Vivian receiving too much damage. Immortality has been broke out. But look at that spatial migration focusing over Tal. Make a kill happen. Caramel still doing the Ashura Aura. Trying to push back the player from Bigetron era, but not for so long. Caramel has been picked up. And this is it. Spatial migration. Little base is open. The Lord is still there. And the base will be the main focus of Bigetron era. They are securing the 4th game and taking the win on this Unipin Ladies Southeast Asia Championship 2023.
What an amazing gameplay for all of the ladies from Bigetron era. And I might say for the team of GPX, good game, well played.
Yes.
I might say, okay, it's just an amazing game for all.
It is. The last second, I was like, they're just like, let's check the players of the highlight here. Chal is actually with the 606, 80% team fight participation. We know how strong she is with the Haas Claw. That is very nasty. We saw how many times that she is almost getting caught, but the Haas Claw just like helping her to sustain, to helping her able to secure the movement on the side of the Bigetron era.
I've said it and I'm going to say it again. 1 time, it's lucky. 3 times, it's just a skill.
It's just a skill.
It's just a skill though.
It is.
Okay, so far, what we can recap on is just how Bigetron era got into that game. They got into that mood. They got fired up. After what happened in the 2nd game, in the 3rd game, they were so aggressive. And also in the 4th, but I might say that early aggression didn't really stun too much, but onto the middle until to the late, it's just so immense that GPX needed to be pressed down again and again, and how they positioned themselves even though there is a neutral objective. But 4 players from the side of Bigetron era really just wanted to show that we can press you guys down, we don't want you guys getting that neutral objective. And then Vival in the right moment, just like this, just popping off that Violet Requiem and getting all of that stun right in the points.
Yeah, I mean, like, all the things that they do, I think like this is the particular moment when they are aiming for Chell and doing the bloody hunt for her. Not this one, but after this one, they are having really good time. But Caramel being picked off just like that, it was a very huge slap for GPX. It's like a turning back point for Bigetron era, because previously it was pretty much the same for both of the sides. It's pretty balanced from Bigetron or GPX. They always have something else, but taking that lore, it's a huge thing. Look at that, Tal and also Violet moving on the other sides, focusing over Shell. look at this one. I got Chow. Let's burst it down. But the backup directly, the fast backup from the Bigetron era side, it was helping Chow to survive, plus the Haas Cloud to recover from that, and even able to secure the movement from GPX right there. GPX being forced to get back because the wave of the minion coming from the bottom lane, and with the Lord, I think it's quite hard to counter it back.
I might say this is what I've said before, how the Violet Requiem just pops off right in the right moment, how Bigetron era is just pushing in again with, okay, even though Jin Chao got that Purify, but at the same time she wasn't able to give that much of a damage to have that sustainability to defend that base. And so far we can see our match MVP once again. Congratulations to BTR Shell with a 606 KDA, a 80% kill participation, a 797 GPM. Let's not forget for the item builds, one of the that you've mentioned before is actually the Haas Claw, with going on with full penetration, a wind of nature also to be a saluting item, I might say, for the opponents, and not to mention a BOD, a one of the Malefic Roar, and also a Hunter Strike is just purely executed very clean. Not to mention from Bigetron era, they've tried to pull on a good fight. How Vivian executed the Tyrant Range and the Tyrant Revenge quite well. How Chinzy and Shell both just ready to be at the backline, bursting down with all of the damage. And I might say from Fumi, it's just quite, I might say that it's quite brave, because a few times that I can see that she's actually in the front lines, and not to mention that Vivo jumping in a bit in the back to gather that great timing is just too clean.
Like the timing was perfect. So yeah, there you go. The match, Bigetron era, able to take back